In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Gmail, composing, sending, and receiving mail. If you don't have a Gmail account, that's the first thing that you need to do. I'm going to click Sign into Gmail, and if I'm not already a Gmail user, up here in the corner it says Create an Account. So you could click that and set yourself up with an account, but I'm not going to do that because I do have a Gmail account already. And so I'm going to sign in. And the first thing I'm going to do is compose an email. So I'll look over on the side here, and there's a button that tells me that I can compose an email. And I'll send this one to myself because it'll show up in my inbox. Now, just below, so in the top section here, I'm going to type in the email address of the person I'm sending it to. Gmail has an auto-finish feature where I started to type the word in, and it gave me choices of people who are already in my address book. If you had to type it in letter by letter, you could do that as well. The next thing is to put in a subject. Emails like you to have a subject, so I'm just going to put in test message. Now down below there's a big empty space, and this is where I can compose my message. You can type in whatever your message is, and there are other things you could do to dress it up found across the top, but just to send a basic message, we'll use this area here. When we're finished composing the message, we'll click send, and that's just located right up here in the corner, and we'll click on the send button. So off it went. I can check that it went by looking in my sent mail box over here, and you can see at the top I just sent a test message, and if I look in my inbox, since I sent it actually to myself, it has now appeared in my inbox. So when you receive mail, it comes into your inbox, and often your inbox will look like this. This is the classic inbox, and I showed you in another tutorial how to dress up your inbox so that they don't just come in order of receipt. So if I want to read this message, which I've received, I just have to click anywhere in this rectangle, and it will open this email for me. So I can now see that I received a message, and it's from LP, that's me, and it's to me, which is where I've received it, and it says compose message here. That's all I typed. And now what I can choose to do next is a number of things. I could delete this email, which I do simply up here by clicking on the garbage can. I could mark this email as important, and the way that I would do that would be to star it. And if you look over here, by the time it was received, there's a little star that's still a neutral color. If I click on this, it will star the email. Now I could also reply to the email, or I could forward it to someone else. So let's say I want to reply. I just click on that reply word, and it opens up a new email with the address of the person who I'm replying to and the text that was sent to me in the initial email. So I can reference this while I'm typing, and I can delete it. If I wanted to delete this, I can simply hit delete after highlighting it. Then I can choose to send it, or I could even add new recipients onto this email. Let's say my boss should know about this one, and I want to add a CC. So I could add a CC to the email and include another user. And in this case, a CC is a carbon copy, so everyone knows that everybody's receiving this mail. There's another type of CC that you can add to an email, which is a BCC. This one is a blind carbon copy. So in this case, you'd be sending the email to someone, and the other people on the email don't know that this person is receiving a copy. So this particular email address will be kept confidential from the other viewers of the mail, who can see each other and also the full content and any comments that are contained in this message. So I'm going to remove the BCC from this, and I'm going to send this reply. So the interesting thing now that Google does is in my inbox, unlike other emails, it automatically places these messages all together in one horizontal row, and the number 3 in brackets tells me the number of back and forth messages that have happened after this initial mail started. You can see the first one was read by me, and the second one was not, and then there's one here that says mail. So that's because there was a bounce back. The mailer daemon has bounced an email back. So we can look and see by clicking on the word me, we can look and see what the message is, and I replied with hey there. From here, we could forward this message down in the corner by clicking forward and send it to a new person. And you can see that in the subject, Google has included FWD to let people know that it's being forwarded to them, that I didn't compose this original message. But the forwarded message contains lots of information. It tells the time that it was sent and who it was sent from and the original subject and who it was to and from. So if you wanted to keep any of that information confidential, then you would be able to delete any of that by highlighting it and deleting it. All right, so I'm not going to forward that one, so I'm just going to discard my draft. So I've changed my mind. I'm just going to click discard.